Are you dying to see Rome? And do you want to see all the city's attractions? Then keep on watching. We're London Travel and we're your travel guide.
The Roman Forum is surrounded by the ruins of several important ancient government buildings at the center of the city of Rome. The Forum was the central place of Rome in the antique period. The Forum was also a center for the political aspect with a few substantial temples. The Forum was also a part of a bigger marketplace, and that's why there was a line of market stalls in the middle of Forum Place. According to the Roman Empire's history, the Forum was a place that were built closer and closer together, and old buildings was replaced by new ones made of marble. The Forum was a popular place in the old Rome, where many roads were leading to the Forum. The Forum was center for politics, legal, religious, commercial, and social life in the Roman Empire for about 1,000 years.
Like many of Rome's great urban developments, the Forum fell into disrepair after the fall of the Roman Empire until eventually it was used as pasture land. In the Middle Ages, it was known as the cow field and extensively plundered for its stone and marble. The area was systematically excavated in the 18th and 19th centuries, and excavations continue to this day. Today, the Roman Forum is open for tourists to wander around the beautiful area and study the many impressive buildings and monuments. Furthermore, you can experience the most incredible panoramic view of the entire Forum complex from the magnificent terraces of Campidoglio.
The Vatican Museum is located in the Vatican State in Rome. The museum, which consists of several separate collections, are among the greatest museums in the world. The museum houses vast collections belonging to the Roman Catholic Church and are collected over centuries. The collection contains some of the most important masterpieces from the Renaissance. Pope Julius II founded the museum in the early 1500s, and the collections have increased almost continuously since then. The Vatican Museum is visited annually by around 5 million visitors. In 2007, the number of visitors reached 4,310,083 visitors, and in 2011 it reached around 5 million. The museum is mostly famous for its ceiling paintings. The ceiling paintings, which represent scenes from the Genesis, created by Michelangelo in the years 1508 to 1512, is one of the most famous masterpieces, also including the Communion Wall he painted about 20 years later, which represents the Day of Judgment.
St. Peter's Church is the world's biggest and most famous church in Rome. The construction started in 1506 and it opened in 1626. The church represents religions in Rome. St. Peter's Church is the Roman Catholic main church in the Vatican State. St. Peter is regarded as one of the holiest Catholic shrines. The dome on top of the church is designed by Michelangelo and dominates the skyline of Rome. The visitors is both tourists and believers who visit the church on pilgrimage to clear their sinners. As a work of architecture, it is regarded as the greatest building of its age.
Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is the oldest ruin in Europe and was built in only 5 years from year 70 before Christ, and it opened in year 80 before Christ. The Grand Amphitheater is a symbol of the history in Rome, and it is a great place to visit. The Roman Colosseum was used for staging various events, including gladiator fights, wild animal displays, entertainment, and sometimes religious ceremonies. The Colosseum consisted of 4 floors, and the first 3 floors had high arched entrances. Today, Colosseum is still a symbol of Imperial Rome.